I'm Dulcie Leinbach, and I founded PassBlue in the fall of 2011. And the goal was to turn PassBlue into a must-go site for news on the UN that mainstream media overlook. We've developed a niche in covering women's issues, primarily women in the developing world, and through the lens of the UN and how women's lives can be improved, not only in the developing world but worldwide.
I've written about a lot of different things during a number of decades in the news, but I have to say that I got the greatest kicks out of the international diplomacy and the foreign affairs area where the United Nations operates. It's a hotbed of intrigue and hidden things that people cannot see unless they're deeply enmeshed in the system.
PassBlue does two very important things. It informs people in this country and all around the world about the UN in its broadest sense and the many activities and the many people who are working for it. It also is the center of international diplomacy. The UN is, and it is a reflection of how the world is changing. In this century, the 21st century, the world is going to be numerically and perhaps culturally and economically maybe dominated by countries of the global south. The global north will still retain obviously a lot of its power, but it will have to share, it will have to be more diplomatic, and there are many, many things that will happen within the UN system here in New York and in Geneva and in UN offices all around the world.
My name is Alice Speri. I'm originally from Italy, and I joined PassBlue in September 2013, just in time for the General Assembly. Thanks to PassBlue, I was also able to get UN accreditation, so I'm now able to enter the UN headquarters and cover it as a journalist, which is a great opportunity for any reporter. It's certainly very important if you're trying to talk to any UN officials. You need to be able to be there and sort of, stake people out and follow the meetings as they happen. So I'm certainly grateful I have that. My second piece for PassBlue was an interview with Fatou Bensouda, who's the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court. That was a very exciting piece to do. It was an exclusive we got at PassBlue and one of the most read pieces on our website.
Besides South Asia, we have a strong following in West Africa, where we have two correspondents actually based in Mali, and they're able to report to us firsthand, sending pictures and reportage on the situation in Mali and the rest of West Africa, where the UN actually spends a huge amount of money and work and time in improving people's lives.
I'm actually not a journalist, or I don't have any experience close to all these other people that are working at PassBlue, but I am already fascinated with the short time that I've been involved with PassBlue. I'm very fascinated by the stories that I've been asked to write, the research that I've had to do, and everything that covers the UN. I actually found the website when I was looking for, how to get a career at the United Nations, and, looking at ways to give me tips or advices, and PassBlue was actually the only site that I could find real information and something, concrete information. So I think that's very important to continue this great publication.
So PassBlue is asking for funds to continue to pay writers. It's the most important resource that PassBlue has. We have a huge stable of dedicated writers from top UN journalists like Irwin Arieff and Barbara Cassette. And we also mentor lots of Columbia, Hofstra, CUNY Graduate School of Journalism students who also need to get paid so that we can continue to publish the good, solid journalism that we've been doing for the last 2 years on a shoestring budget.